Substitution for Manchester United.
So we have
Number
movement on
25,
both benches.
Nuno Mendes. Number 7,
Osimhen absolutely focused
Coming on
then
the
on the
field,
defensive side of his
number
game.
37,
Yeah, listen, we often get
Van de Ven.
critical of a
Number
forward's
12,
tackle, but that was
Silva.
squeaky clean.
Substitution in progress.
It is a corner, good chance. Corner number 3 coming up. Not the most accurate pass. And now they can spring out of defence. Played over towards the opposite flank. And it's been given away. Timber. Looking to play him in. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent, it's almost personal, but it had to be.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome, too much traffic.
Eze ventures forward. He's looking unstoppable! Schlotterbeck did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. It's run loose here. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Pulisic. Shot, surely!
There will be 5 minutes added time.
That's a good run down the left. Just seeing the board now, it's got a good effort from distance. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Osimhen, oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And the counter is on. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. And that is as far as it goes. Vietnam perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort put in by the players, but that... Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We are just getting started. Manchester United have clearly decided to play here with a 5-3-2 formation, Jim.
Well, it's an attempt, Peter, to put a solid bedrock in place and negotiate the game from there. If they can absorb what comes towards their box in the early stages, then the midfield can begin looking for more of the possession and can start thinking about a more probing influence on the contest. It all depends on keeping their goal intact, so they won't have to open up and indulge in taking risks at the other end.
Oh, this looks sharp. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Bruno Fernandes clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Potw claims comfortably. Vietnam yet to have an attempt on goal. First quarter of an hour gone. Rice played through into space. It's Dembele! And another try! Oh, that was no routine save.
Dembele really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Cunha going face-to-face with his great rival. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
The fella you're looking at, Peter, Achraf Hakimi. I think one of the better offensive fullbacks anywhere in the world. He's very much the modern fullback. He was a winger, moved a little bit deeper, but he still has that passion to get forward. And we know it's backed up by a great engine, and occasionally an eye for goal.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. And it's Rice. And here's Thuram. Chouameni.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Barella powering forward here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And here's Haaland. Barella. And here's Haaland. Dembele. Searching passes played there. Oh, he's burst through. And he cuts out the supply. Could be danger here. Konate. Schlotterbeck. And Konate. Now he's off and running. Bruno Fernandes. Manchester United are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, balls over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Bruno Fernandes, and the shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment. Manchester United are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Chouameni. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Bruno Fernandes. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Rice! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
It's their second corner of the game. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Vietnam have the chance to go the other way. Tries to get it clear. So, third corner of the game. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. Van Dijk.
There will be one
Looking to
minute
play it
added
in.
time.
Rice picks it up out wide. Looking for the far post. Oh, great leap! Oh, that is a fair try. And it's half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
So it's simmered along nicely for 45 minutes, but still no goals. It is 0-0 at half-time. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Vietnam really are going to need to improve in a hurry if they don't want to fall behind here. Upping the intensity and the tempo will be their starting point.
Chooses to go cross-field.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
And it's Dembele. Cunha charging forward, the ball at his feet. Now it's Haaland, played out wide. Haaland!
Rice.
Barella. And here's Dembele. Dembele being watched hawkishly here.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
It's run loose, who's going to get there? Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent, it's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. Rice.
Nuno Mendes.
That's good play from him.
He's picked his way through. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Matheus Nunes. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, that has not gone well. That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Looking for options for movement. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Oh, they could break here. And that could set him on his way. And he's great chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Substitution for Manchester United.
So
Number
changes
9,
afoot here, and from both sides.
Number 21, Dembele. Number 15,
Takes a
Bruno
shot!
Fernandes.
Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Number
Vietnam
20,
have their second
Vinicius
corner now.
Junior. Number 8, Eze. Substitution in progress.
Thuram! Corner number 3 coming up. And that has been cleared. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Kvaratskhelia skims one in, and it's been hooked away. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Barella. Vietnam still have the cards to affect this game.
Well, the manager's got a decision to make here, whether he's happy to stick or twist.
Thuram looking sharp there.
I think there were a few doubts for a split second, Peter, as to whether he was offside. I think he reached...
Shapes to shoot! Thuram going after that. And it's Mendes. Half an hour gone in the second half. Oh, no joy this time.
Vietnam clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Pulisic. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 7, Hakimi. Number 25,
Ndika attempts a clearance.
Number 41, Rice.
And it's Timber.
Coming on the field,
Eze.
number 12, Timber. Number 5,
Nicely weighted ball.
number 87,
There's the shot!
John Evans.
Denied
Substitution
by
taking
an
place.
instinctive save.
Vinicius Junior actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 4 coming up here. And it's been taken short. Manchester United given another corner. They're up to 5 corners now. Eze plays it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Nice physical challenge. Saliba.
Listen, it may well finish this way because it's been so tight all the way through, but equally, we might still get a moment of magic, a mistake, or a refereeing decision to influence otherwise. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now it's Osimhen. He's a sharp little ball here. Real chance! Incredible! Just incredible! A breakthrough! So late in the day! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Minute has been indicated.
Manchester United look like they've won it, but it's not over yet.
Well, I can wholeheartedly say, Peter, they deserve this, but has the opposition enough spirit left in them now to maybe find a way back?
Potw with the clearance. And that'll be the end of that. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest.
Hello everybody, and this is a quick reminder to
How would you
let
summarise
know that
what we've
you'll be
seen
able to
today then,
catch
Jim?
today's
Well, I have
match
to say the
broadcast
front line
live
made
on our
very
club's
little
FM
impression,
station.
Peter, and there's a genuine worry that losing like this can be quite confidence-sapping. I just hope that the fallout from this won't have any long-term effects on them now.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And that gets things running. Manchester United have clearly decided to play here with a 5-3-2 formation, Jim.
Well, it could be a disguise, Peter, for something else, and that five at the back can easily produce wing-backs. If that's the case, I think, you know, it might end up a three at times. Admittedly, though, if they do play deeper and in line with the centre-backs, then we...
Oh, good effort! Goal! Manchester United! It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Tuyên does really well to win the ball there. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's in a great position here. And he gets rid in a hurry. That's going wide left. And he's picked out the run. Brilliantly cut out.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Oh, it's Dembele. Bellingham. Oh, that's fabulous. Bellingham plays it in. Potw deals with that nice and simple. And here's Thuram. Hakimi. That's tidy. Hakimi stood his ground strongly. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
He won't be happy with that one.
Vietnam are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
No way through. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Knocks it into space. Good ball, good take.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Konate. And it's Mendes. And it's Tchouaméni. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. And the shot! And it's in! They are right back in business.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that.
Bruno Fernandes! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Tchouaméni. Bellingham. That's a cute ball. That's good vision. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Hakimi. Manchester United are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, balls over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Saliba. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now Saliba, over to the other side. Hakimi, now that looks a decent ball. And it's Hakimi. To Bruno Fernandes. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Turns back here, probably the best option. Ndika producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Tries to thread one through. Barella. Ah, that's a fine interception. Hakimi. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. And Mendes. Can he get it through? Barella. Nuno Mendes. And no, that was never going to make it. Rice.
There will be
Now
1 minute
Saliba.
added time.
Nuno Mendes. And that signals the end of the first period. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time.
Quick reminder today.
What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far, so it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. Vietnam get the second half started. Oh, he's gifted it to the opposition. Chouameni. Konate. And it's Neves. Bellingham. And it's Barella. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Nuno Mendes. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Chouameni. Now it's Thuram. And it's Neves. Barella. Great ball, and he's in here. Tries a shot! And it's in! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Vietnam have their lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Chance for a shot! Goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Vietnam are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Vietnam now in a position far more desirable.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Dembele looking in every way a marked man at the moment.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force from...
Oh, he's been caught on it here! Now, this could be a chance. Hakimi. João Neves kept his eye on it, and he's there. Chouameni. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nuno Mendes. This is a promising build-up. Thuram. And Mendes. Nice-looking ball. Konate cuts out the pass. Konate pokes it out wide. It's a good run down the right. Now, can they get him away? Thuram looking to receive it in space. Rice. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is.
Substitution for Manchester United.
So we have movement on
21,
both benches.
Dembele. Number 9, Turn. Number 15, Bruno Fernandes. Coming on the field, number 45, Osman. Number 20,
Defending of the
Vinicius
desperate
Junior.
variety.
Number 8, Eze.
Hakimi.
Substitution in progress.
Eze. Oh, well played. And now they can clear their lines. And it's Tchouaméni. Kvaratskhelia. Vietnam do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. It's a good spell of possession, this. And he's there to belt it away. And smartly reclaimed. Rice. Valverde.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
He is through here. Now then, the ball's come loose. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Tries to play it through. Vinicius Junior. Now he's running away, and he shoots! And that's a real chance missed.
He's definitely playing with a lot more conviction. This team should look to him to produce the catalyst for a comeback.
Manchester United have their second corner now.
Manchester United, number 25, Nuno Mendes. Number 7, Hakimi. Number 41,
Cleared away.
Rice. Coming on the field, number
Vietnam
5,
are looking to
number
go forward
12,
now.
Tango. Number 87,
João Neves.
João Neves.
Eze, big
Substitution
chance!
taking place.
Loose and again! And he's stuck it away! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
And he's made sure that's not getting through.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Oh, important interception. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And it's
There will
Neves.
be 3 minutes added time.
We are into overtime. Eze. And it's Neves. This looks promising. And it's been hooked away. Tchouaméni. And the referee brings it to a close. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. Well, from behind, Jim, that is some win, isn't it?
They've taken advantage of some complacency, Peter, but if you're offered a chance to do that, then you've got to be ready to pounce.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and next to me, providing insights, will be Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So we're very much on the way now. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
The defensive qualities of William Saliba. For me, Peter, he's someone who's shown great leadership from such a young age when starting his career in France. I see a lot of bravery and courage, and I think they're words you associate with somebody who is very good in both boxes.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. What a start, free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And we have the first chance from a dead ball situation. And it's Dembele. Oh, it's played into the area. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Timber. So what can they make of this? Can he get it through? Gehi promptly onto that, and that is that. Nothing much to report on so far, each side waiting to make their first move. João Neves. First quarter of an hour gone. Chouameni, and that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Saliba works it forward. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Chouameni, Rice.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
And it's Bellingham. Pass somewhat off target. Bellingham tries to dink it through. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Chouameni, and it's Bruno Fernandes. Passing nice and neat. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bruno Fernandes. For Rice, and it's Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes running with intent. Bellingham. Barella. Alvarez.
Vietnam have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Half an hour played now. Nuno Mendes. Tries to play it through. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Timber made a surge from full-back. As it turned out, unsuccessfully. Dembele. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Konate. Strong running down that left flank. And here's Dembele. Stood up well to him there.
Dembele really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Bellingham. And here's Haaland. And it's Barella. Konate wins the duel this time. Bruno Fernandes.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Konate cuts out the pass. And here's Dembele. Tchouameni. And here's Dembele. He's on it, can he get away? Timber is there and he can get that clear. And it's half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Reflections on the first half?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. So straight into the second half.
Vietnam really are going to need to improve in a hurry if they don't want to fall behind here. Upping the intensity and the tempo will be their starting point.
And the shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Alvarez is offering a wry smile there. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Bruno Fernandes with the short one. Bruno Fernandes. Mendes is onto this. He'll try from distance. Oh, split-second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Manchester United have their second corner now. And it's been taken short. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, super ball. Decent chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Now it's Dembele. And it's Barella. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. Timber. And it's Tchouameni. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes! Brilliant! A finish right from the top draw. And the game has liftoff. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Manchester United are in front now, the game's only goal.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
And he thumps it clear. Nicked it back promptly. Dembele looking in every way a marked man at the moment.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down there.
And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there.
Substitution for Manchester United.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Number 21.
Mendes receives it in a towering header. And that's a sharp finish. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
We're looking at a different game now.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, that's well spotted. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Timber. Rice. Looking for the run. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Oh, good-looking ball. Just about up to 75 minutes. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Nicely shaped ball. Van Dijk kept his eye on it, and he's there. Rice. Vinicius Junior.
Manchester United really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
And here's Dembele. That is lovely. Now, chance for a shot! And yes, it's there! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
And he's done it again. He's got his second.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 41, Rice.
So we have
Number
movement on
25,
both benches.
Nuno Mendes.
Vietnam have their
Number
lead.
12,
I just think this has been a lesson in character,
Coming on the
togetherness
field,
and composure. I think
number
most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is
number
brilliant.
5, number 7.
He's a sharp little ball here. He's in a great position here. Chance to deliver. Potw deals with that nice and simple. Hakimi. Oh, they can break here. Threads one in. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And he is going into that little black book.
Look, Peter, what they need now are cool heads and discipline, and instead it looks like they've got a liability in their side.
And this is the big chance.
Yeah, this could well be defining when you're looking back on events.
And that's a great chance! It's in! They have stolen level at the last! Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Well, those players out there must be exhausted now, Peter, but at least they have momentum, which augurs well if this goes to extra time.
There will be
Well,
5
that
minutes
might be
added
that,
time.
Peter. Maybe both sides.
That's pretty clear, it is a foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
The final whistle is imminent, but I do think he'll allow time for this free kick. Vinicius Junior! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. All hands on deck for this one. They've played it short. Floated through. Pulisic. Nicely aimed pass. He won't be happy with that one. Shot. Real chance! Incredible! Just incredible! A game of margins! A game of thrills! This might just do it! Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Yeah, he won the just.
And that's it. Vietnam have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Thuram taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. So there we have it, Jim. A game seemingly destined for stalemate, but...